If you want to be a hero, you're going to have to find a way to change. But if you do, you're going to have powers like you've never had before. You're going to be able to see and do things, to think in ways that you can't imagine. It's going to be dangerous, but you're going to be part of a team that makes a difference, that saves the world. It's morphin' time. Hi, I'm Dan Larson, and this is the history of Animorphs. Animorphs is a multimedia franchise created by Catherine Applegate and Michael Grant that debuted in 1996 with the publication of their first book, Animorphs: The Invasion. The series of books, video games, TV shows, and transforming action figures tells the stories of a group of teenagers gifted the ability to temporarily change into animals and then using that power to defend Earth from an alien invasion. The Animorphs are 5 teenagers: Jake, Rachel, Tobias, Cassie, and Marco. After witnessing an alien spaceship crash landing in an abandoned construction site, they meet an injured alien called an Andalite. Andalites are a kind of blue, horse-ish species where you might think they look like horses from a distance. Most people in our world think they look like blue centaurs, but Andalite truthers believe that they're more like blue horses with a pair of arms sticking out of their horse necks, a subtle but controversial difference. The Andalite, named Elfangor, tells them about the intergalactic struggle against another alien race called the Yeerks, led by Visser III, and furthermore, the imminent danger the Yeerks pose to the 5 of them, the Earth, and the galaxy at large. The Yeerks are little slug-like creatures that, while small, because they're small, burrow into your ear canal to get into your brain and control you like an organic mech robot. If you've ever seen Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, then you've already experienced the kind of trauma needed to understand why all of these creatures must be eradicated from existence. The number one weapon the Andalites have invented to fight back against the Yeerks is not their telepathy, it's the ability to morph or shapeshift or manimalize into other organic beings by essentially copying their DNA and temporarily overriding their own. Not only can they do that, but they can also transfer that ability to other organisms, even though their laws forbid sharing the technology. Risky, sure, but sometimes necessary. Both alien armies are actively in the recruitment stage of their intergalactic conflict. The Yeerks arrive on Earth shortly after Elfangor gives our heroes their new powers, just in time for them to witness Elfangor's death at the hands of the Yeerks, who are controlling the bodies of a variety of different alien species, including an Andalite. The books, released at a rate of nearly 1 per month between 1996 and 2001, established the teenagers as a group of X-Men type superheroes protecting the world while doing everything they can to keep their identities and the war itself secret. The stories in the books are told from different perspectives, utilizing a different Animorph member as narrator for each book, including a 6th member of the Animorphs, an Andalite named Axamili Esgaruth Isthel. Well, for obvious reasons, nicknamed Axe, is a young Andalite, the brother of Elfangor, who helps tell the story from the other side of the conflict. Axe helps coach them in their abilities while also learning how to be a better soldier in the battle, helping them navigate stickier issues like becoming a Nothlit. Look, Animorphing is cool and all. You get to be that animal for the duration of the transformation. Feathers to fins, guts to gills, hooves to horns. But you gotta be careful. If you stay in the form for more than 2 hours, that's it, Jack. You are that form now. The Andalites call a creature trapped in that newly adopted default form a Nothlit. You are no longer an Andalite trapped in the form of a Yeerk. You are a Yeerk. You're no longer a human trapped in the form of a capybara. You are a capybara. But take heart, as I understand it, if you become a Nothlit, you could always just anamorph into something else and stay in that form for more than 2 hours, and now you're a, kangaroo. Or a monkey, or like Bronson Bean Show. If you manage to make physical contact, it's not the end of the world.
Half an hour ago, I was just a regular kid. Not anymore. It's amazing how quickly your whole life can change.
Look, there is no time for fear. You must help your world. But you must protect yourself from the Yeerks.
I'm really sorry about your brother.
We're gonna set him free no matter what it takes.
Each of you must touch one side of the cube. If you don't, then everything you love will be destroyed.
Oh,
all new Animorphs, morphing into your home September 8th at 7 on YTV.
Katherine Applegate and Michael Grant are a husband and wife writing team that share the pen name K.A. Applegate. Not only do they share it with each other, but as the series became hugely popular, they began to share it with a team of ghostwriters, helping crank out the amount of prose needed to satisfy the appetites of their young adult audience. Katherine grew up loving animals, surrounded by the standard variety of domestic creatures: dogs, cats, gerbils, hamsters, raccoons, squirrels, chipmunks. She wanted to find a way to get kids into the heads of those animals, get them thinking about how those creatures think and why they do the things they do, and it sparked her imagination. She drew inspiration from all factors of her life and interests. The terms Yeerk, Esgaruth, and Elfangor were all inspired by names in the Lord of the Rings series of books. Nothlit is an anagram of Hilton, the hotel chain. Her son's name is Jake. Animorphs was published by Scholastic Corporation. Scholastic has a long history of publishing children's books and educational materials, domestic and international, print and digital. Within the first 2 years of Animorphs' existence, Scholastic had nearly 10 million copies on the shelves. It was Scholastic's most popular series at the time, thanks in part to a heavy marketing campaign on TV, in bookstores, and in other prominent locations. Animorphs would eventually produce 54 books of core continuity, as well as several supplemental publications like the Animorphs Chronicles, Megamorphs, and Alternamorphs. Some were canon, some were just for fun, but still maintained the spirit and rules of the Animorphs mythology. All of them helped to expand the reach of Animorphs. Animorphs was translated and published in over 25 languages around the world. They were re-released in 2010, 2011, and 2012 with new lenticular covers and updated pop culture references. However, sales didn't match the scale of their original releases and were canceled before the entire series was completed. Like many popular book series, Animorphs made the leap to other media shortly after their skyrocketing sales gave Scholastic no other choice, including a TV show called Animorphs. A total of 26 episodes over 2 seasons were released from 1998 to 1999. Perhaps you recognize Shawn Ashmore, X-Men's Iceman, as lead Animorph Jake. Produced by Protocol Entertainment and Scholastic Productions, it was initially produced for YTV in Canada, but by season 2 it was shown on Nickelodeon in the United States and available for worldwide distribution. You can still watch all 26 episodes today on various streaming services. The Animorph train stopped in the toy aisle as well. In 1999, Hasbro, capitalizing on the success of both Animorphs and their own Beast Wars animated series and toy line, released a line of transforming Animorphs action figures. Beast Wars was the evolution of the Transformers brand away from trucks and jets towards organic alternate forms like dinosaurs and gorillas. The only difference between Beast Wars and Animorphs was what was on the inside. Robots for Beast Wars, humans for Animorphs. Each of the main characters were made with multiple animal forms, which included both an Andalite and Visser 3. Several figures were packed with these slug-like Yeerk creatures. Play with them by themselves or incorporate them into your existing Beast Wars collection, which you would have to do eventually anyway, as the canceled last wave of Animorphs figures, which would have been animal-to-animal modes, was repurposed as the Beast Wars Mutants line. Animorphs was a classic market saturation brand rollout. If you could imagine a product with the logo or characters on it, it probably existed. Posters, folders, t-shirts, magazines, folders, party supplies, hats, posters, calendars, folders. They even had Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC promotional items. That's a hangry hat trick. I had diarrhea trifecta in there and repeat three-peat. I didn't think anybody was going to get repeat three-peat. So I took it out. Animorphs was released on the Game Boy Color, Animorphs Shattered Reality for the PlayStation, and Animorphs Know the Secret hit PC. All of this in the year 2000. Peak Animorphs, or was it? Everybody wants to be the next Harry Potter, the next phenomenally popular young adult series of books that becomes a box office sensation. In September of 2015, whispers began circling that an Animorphs movie was in the works at Universal Pictures. The whispers suggested that Universal was working with hotshot producer Deborah Forte and her company Silvertongue Films, who were created to bring Scholastic books to theaters.
You tell me you've got some PE teacher directing? That just makes me want to puke all over your head, sir.
In June of 2020, The Hollywood Reporter reported that Scholastic was partnering with Eric Feig and Picture Start to adapt Animorphs for the big screen. This under the same partnership deal that had been whispered about back in 2015 before it was reported in 2020. Animorphs will be following other book-to-screen productions like Mortal Engines, the Goosebumps series, The Golden Compass, and Clifford the Big Red Dog. Along with the movie series, Scholastic intends to hit comic shops with a series of graphic novel adaptations through Scholastic Graphics, which means we're about to do all of that multimedia market saturation branding blitz again, but bigger and more. The future has the potential to be even more successful for Animorphs than it was at its peak in the late 90s. For a generation of kids that grew up with the books, they are as important as the X-Men or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. For everyone else, you're about to find out just how beloved the characters and stories are. Thanks for watching. Please hit like, hit subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Thank you very much to those of you who already are. If you're in the position to help the channel grow, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/toygalaxy or become a YouTube channel member. Both Patreon and YouTube channel membership have the same exclusive content, so choose your own adventure. Please share this video and let us know in the comments down below what animal you wouldn't mind getting Nothlit as. This isn't as easy as which superpower do you want. There's a lot more to sacrifice here. I want to say eagle because flying, or tiger because stripes and claws, but I think the right answer is my cat, because ain't nobody got a better deal than that dude. Food, naps, scratches, not a single responsibility. It's gone to his head, and I'm jealous.